It's episode 31 of Move by Move series where I play rapid games and explain you my thinking process throughout. Let's find our opponent for today's video. Okay, we got our opponent from India 2368. He plays d4. Let's respond with knight f6 and let's see what he's going for. He wishes me good luck in chat. I'll type it back. Let's go e6 and let's see what he plays. Joined on March 9, 2025. That's already looks fun. Okay, e6. In the last episode I managed to lose. You can go check out that video. Quite educational game. I got a piece and then I managed to lose. Let's try to play more solid. He goes a3, bishop f4. This is some absolute nonsense. I'll try to go d5 and try to put my knight to d5. Let's see what he plays. Yes, he goes this way. Now d5. C takes d5. I go knight d5. Attacking the bishop on f4. And then my idea also maybe trade this dark squared bishops off the board. Go c takes d5. I would like to play maybe takes d5. That's quite common as well. But I'll go knight d5. And my idea remains the same. I want to go bishop d6. I just don't want to lock my bishop, even though e takes d5 is a typical move. I still want to keep the bishop open. Potentially I might create threats here. So right now probably knight f3 is what will be played, and then I might even consider going for knight d7. He goes knight d2. Not the main option. Now I think I can even go castle. I'm not trading right now because potentially it might get dangerous. He might go knight d4, but I believe after knight d4 there is knight d3. So he goes bishop d3, potentially attacking my h7 pawn. So I'm wondering if I have this move, but after f takes e3, bishop g2, there is bishop e4. And unfortunately I don't think I have it. There is g6. G6 seems like a normal move, just to make sure this bishop is kind of restricted. And then after knight f3 I might even consider going for bishop g3 and then takes. Let's go knight d7. If e4 I'll just happily take, and if takes I'll go knight f6. Yes, there is still some pressure for... Oh, he goes this way, bishop e7, and then we're trying to take obviously. And then if e4, knight f4. And I shouldn't have problems. If bishop g3 back, I go c5. Now I don't go back to d6. I think I can keep the bishop on the board. Bishop f6 is coming potentially. Rook c8, c takes d4, and this should be a good position. Let's go c takes d4. If e takes d4, he has isolated pawn on d4 square, and I might go bishop f6 next. If knight d4 is something that I should consider, because then knight goes to this square, so maybe knight f6 is something that I potentially should play. And we'll think about how I can capture this pawn on d4 square. Maybe knight h5, one of the ideas, and then bring my knight to f4. Knight to4, on the other hand, walks into knight to4 and knight d3. Bishop d6 right now seems like a reasonable option. Let's go for it. Because knight d5, I think knight h5 is something that he has to deal with, because knight f4 is coming, and also some queen g5. Okay. I'm not quite sure about this move. The thing is, he blocked his bishop. Yes, I can't say it's something bad, but it doesn't seem right either. Maybe knight e7 and try to go knight f5 and then try to get second knight to d5 square. Not sure if it's a great idea, but I also see that my bishop is very strong. Let's go knight f5. If g4, I'll just take and get my knight to d6. I still think there might be a lot of troubles with this pawn. Maybe bishop e7 and trying to chase it. Let's go takes. And now let's go bishop b8 on the next move. And I just think I have a lot of pressure on this pawn. Bishop b8. Look at my two active bishops. They're absolutely insane. The pawn on d4 is under attack. If takes, I should be good. He goes this way. Now knight d5 seems somewhat reasonable. And then maybe get my knight to d6. Maybe to e7. I also might just potentially trade some pieces. Knight e7 is somewhat reasonable in my opinion, but still very unclear. Knight d6. Yeah, let's go knight d6, just to not let him go to c4, e4, because then he goes there, I can just trade. Knight e5 is something that might be played on the board. He goes this way. I wasn't really expecting this move on the board. I'm not sure why though, because this looks reasonable, but knight f5 now is not, of course, an option. Queen c8 is something that I might consider playing, but I believe there is just simple rook c1. Queen d7 or queen e7 is somewhat interesting. Let's go queen e7. Potentially, I should maybe even gun for queen f6, but queen f6, bishop e5, and then it's hard to see what I'm trying to do. Maybe let's go rook d8, and then my idea maybe, I'm not sure why this was played by me, because rook d8 doesn't make sense. Yes, that's a terrible move. He goes h4. What if I go knight f6? What if I go knight e8 and then try to trade bishops off the board? Because g5, yes, that's quite possible, but I also want to trade and get my knight to f4. Yes, takes. My next move is knight f4. This knight is not going here, because basically what happens is queen h4. He goes this way, and now I think knight f4 is something that definitely should be played on the board. Takes. And I have active position. Like, I'm not sure if it's too good, but this looks extremely annoying. Bishop e4. So queen h4, he's saying that he has this, but knight h3. And then knight d6. Okay, queen h4. Wait. I kinda don't realize queen f3 this. Is there some king g2? Could be. But knight g5 though. He goes this way. Wait, queen h3 now? No, but how is he trying to... Wait. Checkmate, first of all. Bishop e7 will be a checkmate. If he tries to protect it, knight h2, go bishop e4. Oh, he goes this way. Oh, I didn't see it. I still don't think it's a huge trouble. Queen g2 not possible. Bishop e4 takes. Nah. I'm just dreaming. Queen h6 maybe. Queen h4. Okay, let's go this way. Still trying to attack the knight. Knight f7, I'm good with it. I think knight h3 might get... Okay. What if I go this way? Then king g2, queen f2. Knight h3. What if I go queen h6 though? And then let's see what he plays. I don't want to make a draw. I want to play for a win. Because this is still a threat. If g5, I go queen h3. Now he doesn't have knight g5. And he will have to do something. He goes this way. Now I think this is kind of safe, maybe. Knight d6, maybe g5 myself. And then maybe takes and g5. Actually, oh, that's fine though. Where is it? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, g5 and he might just take. But then I go knight h3. Yes, it's not possible. Yeah, g5 looks good, and now queen h3 is a serious threat he has to deal with. Goes this way. Let's go knight f6 maybe. What if I go this? What is the threat? So I'm threatening checkmate. Knight d1, I suppose, is the only move, and then knight f6 takes. Okay, let's go queen h3. Maybe rook f4 is something that he will play. Oh, that's the move, yes. Oh, I blundered. I just blundered, it looks like. Why is he thinking of queen f4 though? Oh no, he was thinking of this move. Oh my goodness. Queen b3 maybe. And then this. f6. Let's go queen b3. That's interesting. Because queen f4, I think queen d1 and f6 or something. Maybe f6 immediately. Yeah, that's definitely a tough spot to be in here. Queen f5, knight g7. Yeah, extremely complicated position. Extremely complicated. Queen d5, queen f4. Knight g7, knight h6, king h6, knight f7, checkmate. Am I about to lose the second game in a row? I can't do it, man. Queen a4. But yeah, this looks completely lost. Like, I have no chance. By the way, what's his blitz rating? Just curious. Just curious. Oh, he doesn't play it. Oh my goodness. Okay. D6. Let's go knight f6. Yeah, just d7. Knight d7, knight d7. Yeah, knight f6 is coming. Terrible. What can I say? Let's go rook f8. Try not take this one. So queen f4, rook f7, and then takes. Queen g5, king f8, queen h6, king e8. This. What if I play knight d7? Because knight d7, rook f7. Queen d7, knight just take, rook f7. Like, I played terrible, but king g7. Knight d7, rook d8. Yeah, knight d7, I'm just probably resigning this. Rook d8. Yeah, now queen d4. Because if I go king h6, queen f6. And I don't have, wait, I don't have options. Or this. Oh, I have no moves. This. Okay, checkmate on f6. Yeah, I lost second in a row, unfortunately. It is what it is. -7. Why is he thinking? Why is he thinking for so long? Yeah, he texted me good game. Yeah, now he checkmates me. Yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately, I lost, but let's get to the analysis time. Alright, let's get to analysis. Yes, guys, you might say I'm paranoid, but it's hard not to be paranoid when I see that account created 2 months ago. The guy's 2360 rapid and started playing some absolute nonsense from the beginning. And there are only, let's say, the position that occurred after move d5. You know how many games are found in ChessBase? Basically in the biggest database of the chess games. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. So I'll show you what happened in the game between Grandmaster Hernandez, who was playing with black pieces. So his opponent played knight f3, not c takes d5, and then some knight d2. So this guy, I'm not sure, like, you can't play this nonsense on this level. But okay, we move on. Bishop d6, knight e5, castle, knight c3, c5, knight b5, bishop e7, takes. And Grandmaster, playing with black pieces, was slowly outplaying his lower-rated opponent, took the center, traded queens off the board, and now delivered a fork and ended up winning the game. Now let's get back to my game. Last 2 episodes have been terrible. In terms of accuracy, I played like 74 point something in both games. My opponent played slightly better, but yes, it is what it is. Unfortunately, I lost 2 in a row. Bad games happen. Knight d7, bishop h4. So bishop h4 is okay. Bishop e7, bishop g3, c5. He gave me a lot of tempos. I have no problems in this position. He take d4, take d4, rook c8, h3, knight f6. But yeah, in this game specifically, I just, I was like winning, and then I blundered one thing and just was crushed. Bishop h2, bishop d6, g3 is just something absolutely insane. So yeah, it's just probably me being paranoid too much, because he played terrible throughout most of the game. Knight e7, rook e1, knight f5, rook c1, queen c1. Maybe I should have played queen b8 here. Like, I'm thinking here either queen b8 or queen a8, and then trying to bring my rook to c8. That's like one of the easiest idea, but my idea was to chase this d4 pawn. Queen c3, knight goes to d5. I had stronger options. Computer says queen e7. I'm not sure what the idea is. Knight d5, knight d6. Yes, I gave my opponent a chance to go g4 to block this f5 square from my knight. Rook d8, h4, knight d8, and I just started doing some nonsense as well. Knight f4, knight e5, queen h4. He blundered the pawn. Knight f3, queen h3, knight g5, queen h4, knight f3. Here, of course, I'm up opponent. I don't want to agree to a draw. Maybe should have done it, but I thought queen h6 is good. Queen d2, now bishop e4, rook e4, g5. So knight g5 here doesn't work due to knight h3. d5. And here I just should have gone for rook d8, pinning the pawn on the d file, and my position is completely winning. But, I spent a lot of time, 20 seconds is a lot of time, and played queen h3. And I thought queen 1 is the only move, but once I played it, I realized that rook f4 and he has just insane attack. Because yeah, if he goes 91, yeah, then I'm still good because he's passive, but he doesn't have to go 91, he doesn't have to be passive, he has this brilliant rook f4, but yeah, rook d8, yeah, just gives me a lot of edge. I want to just take on d5, my position is completely winning. Play knight f6, okay, queen h3, rook f4. E takes f4, knight g5. Oh, I was honestly surprised by knight g5 because I thought queen f4. Queen f4 looks more logical than knight g5. I mean, I would honestly play queen f4 here because I'm attacking on f7. I have a lot of discovery attacks, but knight g5, like, I'm like, what? Knight g5 is best? Here I play queen b3 and now knight f7. Not the best, d takes a6 was a lot more stronger. But yeah, honestly, if I give this position to many people, yes, if they... Rook f4, queen f4 looks the most logical way. But apparently after queen f4 I have rook b7, which is... I don't know, yes, it protects f7. Yes, apparently the position is not good, but knight g5, queen h6, and suddenly it's not so... Yeah, but I have to find all these moves. Like it's not like it's not winning as well. It's like it's unpleasant for black to play. Knight f7, queen a4, trying to protect f4, now d6. Knight f6 before, rook f8, d7, knight d7, knight h6. And now he converted pretty smoothly. No chance for me. I lost second game in a row. Episode 30, episode 31 have been disastrous for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next move by move episode next week. Bye bye.